and welcome to the 130th edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, and I'm coming to you live here from Casa de Bruckert. We're going to be trying another great German beer as October continues. We are well past Oktoberfest, but I still love to drink German beers anytime. So anyway, today we're going to be having a very, old beer. Not that it's old, but it's the Hofbrau Original. It's the original Hofbrau beer, which is a Lager Helles German beer. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Now this beer clock rates 86 out of 100 in Beer Advocate. And I'm going to pour a nice good head on here so we get the full smells and flavors and all that. I'm going to give it a second. I might have got carried away. The beer clock's in at 5.1% alcohol by volume, so that's right in the standards for a good German Helles. You see the golden color. I don't know if you guys are able to see that, but a beautiful golden color with great carbonation. You see the bubbles coming up. You got a nice head, which we made sure we poured so we could get all the flavors of this beer out. So I'm just going to pour the last bit of this in here because I plan on enjoying this beer. So this is, like I said, a German Helles, which is a very good lager Helles. It's kind of, with the German beers, what they consider like a lager and a Helles. I think they're very, very similar, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and smell the beer. Okay, so you get a grainy, sweet grain, almost like a bread. And also you get like a floral smell, kind of almost like a flowers. It smells good. And I love German beers of all sorts. As a matter of fact, while we're waiting for this beer to get ready to be drank, right here I have the Brewer's Advent Calendar for 2020. And this is something I really do truly enjoy. It's an Advent calendar for the month of December. And in each of the windows, you can't really tell here, but there's a window in each one along the front of this box here that you open up and you reach in and you grab different 16.9 ounce beer, German beer every day for the month of December. And the beautiful thing about it is you get a beer that you can't buy anywhere in the United States. The beers that are in there, I've never seen in the U.S. So it's truly going to be something special that you're going to get in each one of these and every one of these beers. So very, very special package, and I'm very excited about it. I can't wait till December so I can start drinking this. But I wanted to show you, this is available at Costco, but if you haven't got it already, you might not be able to find it because when they get in, they go out real fast. So there's not a lot of opportunity to get this package of beer, but each one of the beers, 16.9 ounces, so a little bit over a pint. And beers, all small German microbreweries all over Germany that you just can't find in the United States at all. As a matter of fact, I've seen none of the beers. I had this pack last year, seen none of the beers, even though I wanted to try some of them again because I really liked them a lot. So if you see this at Costco, grab it. It's well worth every cent you pay for it, okay? But let me get back to what we're talking about here. So we got this good Helles Lager. Oh, that is so delicious. If you like a good lager, it's a very basic beer, but there's just such a good quality to that beer. You get like the sweetness, the florally taste. You get a little bit of hops in there, but the hops are so light that it just balances the beer. It doesn't pop out at you. It's just one of those beers that you can sit and drink all day because it's just so delicious. Germans really do make really, really, really good beers. Now this brewery has been opened up since 1589. So it did come around after the German purity laws, which were 15 19 or 18, I forget the exact year. But anyway, the brewery did come out after the purity laws. So all of it's all natural ingredients. It's just a beer that they don't add a lot of stuff to, but they're such masters, Hofbrau, at making just a good quality beer with good all natural ingredients. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong at all. And like I said, it's 5.1% alcohol, so you can, drink it, sip on it all day. Oh, that's so good. And if you ever wondered, what does Hofbrau mean? That's a good question, right? Hofbrau. Now, first of all, this is a brewery out of Munich, okay? There are other Hofbrau houses, but the original Hofbrau house and the Hofbrau brewery are in Munich, Germany, okay? And in German, Hofbrau means German-style restaurant or tavern, okay? So if you've ever seen pictures of the Hofbrau house, it is just absolutely the coolest place. I have to go there one day. I have to go there. I've been to Germany, been up and down the Rhine River, but I've never actually been to Munich, been to the Hofbrau house, but that's definitely on my bucket list of places I have to go, because and I want to go for obviously Oktoberfest. That's my ultimate goal, but they didn't have it this year, so there wasn't a chance of that. But anyway, the brewery was originally founded back in 1589 by the Duke of Bavaria, which is Wilhelm V. Wilhelm V was the founder of the brewery there in Munich. But I can tell you, they've been putting out great beer for a long time. In the U.S., if you go to a lot of any of the Oktoberfest, beer festivals and stuff like that, odds are you're probably a lot of the times drinking Hofbrau. Like I know here locally, the one in Castleberry, that's all they serve is the Hofbrau house beers, all the different ones. You know, the Oktoberfest, the wheats, everything. So really solid beer. I think they're the number one the largest tent in Oktoberfest in Germany is actually Hofbrau, I believe. That's what I remember reading once before. So Hofbrau House, solid beers. This is just a delicious beer. I could drink one after another because it's just such a solid, great, easy drinking beer that has the sweetness, but also like a florally flavor that just makes it so drinkable. So make sure you try. If you haven't had this, and a lot of you may have had this already, because it's just very, very common beer. But the original Hofbrau beer, you can't go wrong. I mean, it is really a phenomenal beer. So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends about Beer Issues, and make sure they tell their friends until everybody knows about how much fun we're having talking about beer and drinking good beer. And if you've enjoyed this, make sure you want to get some cool Beer Issues gear. Go to shop.beerissues.com. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.